A very pleasant morning to all my dear children. Children, yesterday we did verbs. Okay. Now two parts of verbs again we are going to do, that is transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. You were clear with verbs. Verb means action words are called verbs, and linking verbs are also called verbs. You have done yesterday. Now today we'll be doing transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. You should know what is a transitive verb and what is an intransitive verb. Now, a verb that does not make senses on its own in a sentence and requires an object, it is called a transitive verb. I know अभी आपको कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया होगा. Suppose in a sentence when I say a hunter shot the tiger. Now here the verb, you very well know the action done by the hunter, the subject is the hunter. The action done by the hunter is he shot the tiger. So the action done by him is shot. And what did he shoot? He shot the tiger. So tiger becomes the object. Suppose if I say the hunter shot, if suppose there is nothing else, the hunter shot. It is also a kind of verb, but that I'll explain later on. But when I say the hunter shot a tiger, tiger becomes object. So if you have an object after the verb, then that verb becomes transitive verb. So here the transitive verb is shot. And which is the object over here? Tiger. Now children, you see in this, now read the following sentence. Mother baked the cake. Which is the subject over here? Mother. And which is the verb over here? Baked. And what did she bake? The cake. So the cake becomes the object. Now second example. He crossed the hurdle. Now which is the subject over here? Who crossed the hurdle? He. So he becomes the subject. So what did he cross? He crossed the hurdle. So the hurdle becomes the object and crossed becomes the transitive verb. So it is a verb because it is having an object after it. So it becomes a transitive verb. In both the sentences, we observe that the action verbs have an object to receive that action. Such verbs are called transitive verbs. Why baked is called a transitive verb? Because baked is having the cake as an object to make. So it becomes a transitive verb. And why crossed becomes a transitive verb? Because crossed has an object as hurdle. So have you understood this much? So transitive verb means verbs which has an object to make its sense complete. That is called a transitive verb. Now you see few examples of transitive verb. The shelf holds the books. Now which is the subject over here? The shelf. Object, the books. Now which is the verb? Holds. So after holds they are having an object. So it is a transitive verb. Next is she trusts her. Now subject is she trusts her friend. Subject is she. Object is her friend. Now which is the verb here? Trusts. So trust is having an object after it. So trust becomes a transitive verb. Now next, let's see. A man is typing on the typewriter. So the subject is the man and the object is typewriter. So what is he doing? He's typing. So that typing becomes transitive verb. So clear children with transitive verb? Now next we are going to do is intransitive verb. Again, once again you do a revision. Mother baked what? Mother baked the cake. So subject is mother. What did she bake? A cake. Next is he crossed the hurdle. Now here they are missing it and not showing it. So that is why they are showing you this so that you understand. So here now children, what is happening? Suppose if I write mother baked, he crossed, and if I don't keep the object there, okay, then it becomes an intransitive verb. अगर हम किसी भी सेंटेंस में से ऑब्जेक्ट हटा देते हैं और उसके बाद सेंटेंस सेंस बनाता है तो उसको हम कहते हैं इंट्रांसिटिव. लाइक मदर बेक्ड, मम्मी ने क्या किया? मम्मी ने बेक किया. ये नहीं बताया क्या बेक किया, अब वो बेक किया. जस्ट मदर बेक्ड and after the word baked there is no object, so it becomes intransitive verb. Second, he crossed. He crossed what? No object is shown, so it becomes intransitive verb. Hence we notice that intransitive verbs do not have an object for receiving the action. Let us have more clarity on subject and object. Children, you should know. Like suppose if I say a sentence, he cried. Are you finding any object? No. It is so intransitive verb, because after the verb cried there is no object, so it becomes intransitive verb. Now the dog bit a baby. So which is the subject? The dog. And the object? A baby. Now which is the verb here? Bit. Now bit becomes a transitive verb because it is having an object, so it becomes a transitive verb. Now few examples of intransitive verb are: my sister cries loudly. Now she cries loudly. After cries loudly there is no other object here. There is an adverb but no object, no noun. You cannot touch loudly. So this cries become intransitive verb. Now in this sentence you see he ran. Intransitive sentences, he ran. He ran what? Are you getting any answer? No. There is no answer to this question. So he ran. वो भागा. भागा के बाद कोई हमें answer नहीं मिल रहा है. So he ran means it is an intransitive verb. Now next, more example you can see. The dog barked. The dog barked. Which is the subject? The dog. And the verb barked. After barked, are you getting anything? No. So it is an intransitive verb. Jill fell. Now subject is Jill. Verb is fell. और verb के बाद आपको कोई object दिख रहा है? No object. So it becomes intransitive verb. Tim packed. Now Tim packed what? It is not written anything. So the subject is Tim. Packed is verb. No object. So it is intransitive verb. So intransitive verb does not carry object. अब इस intransitive verb को हम transitive verb बना सकते हैं. सब में हम क्या add कर देंगे? Object. For example, the dog barked at the boy. So object हो गया, अब कौन हो गया? Boy. अब ये intransitive बन गया. Jill fell from the hill. Got it? Tim packed his suitcase. Now object क्या हो गया? Suitcase. When we put object to the intransitive verb, it changes into transitive verb. I hope this is clear to all of you. So the difference between transitive and intransitive is, in transitive verb you will have an object to make full sense. In intransitive verb you will not have any object. So children, with this we end our chapter, and I'll be sending you PDF of this chapter, and even one video I will be sending, which you can send along with which you can see and understand along with this chapter of video which I am explaining. If you are able to understand with my explanation, it is fine, or if you want to see that video again, then you can use that video. So do all the work which has been marked for you to do it in copy, please do it in copy, and which is marked to do it in the book, please do it in the book. Thank you children. Have a nice day. God bless you.